Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We'll give people just a couple of minutes to come on. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. I'm glad you're here with me tonight. Once you come in, go ahead and say hello so we know you're here. Tonight we are going to create a layout. If you watched me at the beginning of January, it was either the beginning of January or the end of December. I can't remember. I think it was the end of December. I decided that this year I wanted to do at least one scrapbook layout per month. And so I reserved that for close to the end of the month, probably the last Friday of every month I'll do it. And I will use products from all of our subscriptions that have released, everything that released in January. And so I've got a layout ready to go. And I hope that you will get some inspiration for your own layouts. Okay, should we get started? Are you ready for me to get started, Darren? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and change. Well, hello, Candy, how are you? Hello, hello. I'm gonna go ahead and change my camera view. And I am telling you what, it has been one of those runaround days, so bear with my chaos just a little bit. Hopefully not too much chaos. Okay, what was that? Yeah, I gotta move the cord. Hey, Ben, can you come here for 1 sec? Benji. Just a sec, guys. My cord is wrapped around some stuff. I've got my die cut machine down there. There we go. Never mind, I got it now. Thanks, Ben. Okay. All right. So first off, let me just put a piece of paper down on our glass mat. I'll fix it in a second. I think it's okay now, isn't it? I'm just going to put a piece of paper down so you don't see that great big glare. So bear with me for 1 second. Let's put this down. That's handy. We'll just use this. Okay. So.
Mary says hi.
Hi, Mary. How are you?
Donna says hi.
Hi, Donna. Welcome and thank you for joining us tonight. Some of the things we are going to use, first of all, I should probably tell you that all of the layout pages that I'm doing this year, at least as far as this particular scrapbook layout series, I guess, goes, I will be using the 8x8 album by Doodlebug, and I will be using their page protectors, and mostly I'll probably be using the one that's configured this way, and the one that is configured, that one's got the 4 equal 4-inch square compartments, and then this one is just the full 8-inch square. But they do have several different ways that you can do your layouts. So definitely, you know, who knows, we might throw something fun into the mix. But for now, we're going to stick with those two.
Mary said she just found the new app.
Oh, Mary, how was it? It's a beautiful app, isn't it? Okay. I thought this was clean. I'm sorry. It's got a little smudge on it, but that's okay. All right. So we are going to use the Jar of Goodies stencil. I had to remember. I keep trying to call it goodie jars or whatever, but jars of goodies. And then... What was that?
I should have named a goodie jar when you was
here. It all works. It's probably just me that does that. And we're also going to use, right now, if you go to Burgess Monroe, and I believe it's a $50 order. Darren, you might want to check that for me. You receive the Love Heart stencil for free. And that will last just until the end of the month. So you've just got a little tiny bit of time left, but that's time enough. So definitely want to take advantage of that. And I cannot wait to show you how I use this stencil tonight. And let's see what else. We'll just get started. So the first thing that I did one already. Let's just do one right now. I'm going to take some vellum, and it's going to be tricky for you to see because we've got vellum on white cardstock, but I think we'll just make it work. And I am going to take some embossing
Mary
ink.
said she liked the app. There was no issues.
Oh, Candy, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Just because I am a little bit blind, I think I might use the white pigment for this. And then instead of the embossing ink, it works with the white pigment as well. And we're going to use that with our alabaster embossing powder. So first, we'll take our heat resistant vellum, which I love that we have the heat resistant vellum. It makes it so nice to be able to emboss on vellum. And then we are going to use our jar stencil. We'll use the short one for this. And I think I'm just going to, excuse me, my allergies are driving me crazy tonight. I apologize. Let me just grab what I had handy. I'm just going to use this and just tape it right through the little candy piece because I don't need that. Okay, so I am going to quickly, thankfully I'm off camera because I really need to blow my nose. Sorry. Nothing like a polished live for you. The reality is, all right, hopefully you won't hear me sniff so much now. All right, so now we've got everything placed. I'm just going to use my pigment ink through my stencil.
Serena says hi.
Hi, Serena, how are you? Welcome. Are you guys having a good week? Anybody do anything extra special or extra fun?
She said she's doing great.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Okay. So let's see what we've got. Oh, yep, you can see it really well. You'll be able to see it better now that I've got it over the tray. So now I'm just going to use some of my alabaster. Like enough for 10. And we're going to cut it out so that down along the bottom isn't going to be a big deal. So let's heat that up really quick. Okay, so now we've got a little definition on our jar, but we still have a transparent kind of like a frosted glass.
Candy said she's glad it's Friday, but the weather made her plans get canceled for a crop day tomorrow.
Oh, Candy, that's a bummer. I know, we really got a lot of snow this week. It was fun. I haven't been anywhere where they had that much snow in years. Like probably 7 years or so. Maybe 8. So it was fun to see the white stuff. Especially because I didn't have to go anywhere.
It's been 7.
Okay. So now I've got this one and then I've got this one. And we'll just go ahead and cut those out really quick. And I think, especially because I was a little sloppy when I did this one, maybe we will go ahead and try out the lid. But for now, let's just cut these out really quick. So one thing I love about the jar, what is it called? Jar of goodies? Darren, am I saying it right?
Jar of goodies.
The jar of goodies stencil is that you've got two different sizes of jars. And we are going to take advantage of that tonight. It's going to make our layout work out just great. I haven't decided if I want to put both jars on the same page or if we're going to break them up yet. We will check it out once we have them all cut out and we start messing with stuff.
She's swatching her Olos while she's watching you, so that's fine.
Oh, Candy. That is fun. What do you think of them? Well, we're going to get all those smidge stuff off of that later.
Says hello.
Hello, Donna R. How are you doing? Okay, let's get to cutting these out. Let me find my good
Penny
scissors.
said they missed the bullet. It's still a couple inches, but melted the same day.
Ours melts pretty fast, but it took more than a day. But yeah, that is nice when it doesn't stick around too long. Hey, Darren, is Benji in there?
No.
Okay.
Ben,
Did I leave my...
Ben also said they're going to see 6 at the movies tomorrow.
Oh, I don't think I know what that is.
Yeah, that's what 6 is.
It's what? What, Darren?
Fox Theater, I'm not sure if it's play or movie.
Oh, I haven't seen the advertisements for that. Okay, 6, huh? Did I leave my scissors on my table in there?
Yes. Ben, here.
I just have a pair of scissors that I just tend to use, so I feel weird when I'm not using those ones. So I also like that with the vellum, you can just kind of, you don't have to be super precise. You're just leaving a little outline. Thanks,
Jane
honey.
says hi. She's late, but she watched the replay.
Who said that?
Jane.
Hi, Jane. How are you? I'm glad you're here.
Penny said it's 6 wives of Henry VIII.
Oh, okay. You'll have to let us know how it is.
Christopher said it was incredible on Broadway. She'll love it.
That is awesome. Hi, Christopher. How are you? Okay, there's our first jar. Ready to go. And you can see the fussy cutting on this is not too intense. Yay! Really, you could kind of slide your scissors along, but I feel like that would be tempting fate on a live, so I'm not going to. I would maybe slide it right there, but it's not sliding so much anyway. Okay, so now, I always love that when you're wrapping a present and you can just slide right up the wrapping paper roll.
Yeah, I always do that and then it catches the last second and rips.
Oh yeah. Darren says he does that, but it always catches at the last second. He thinks he's doing well, and then it catches and ruins it. Okay, so we've got our jars. Let's work on some things to fill our jars. And I'm not sure yet if we're doing a lid. We'll see how far up our treats go, and then if I feel like we need it, we will do that. So I think we will do, let's kind of lay out the bases. Let's kind of get some of this stuff organized. So because last time we did our 8-inch layout on this side, I'm moving this over a little bit so I know where you can see. That should help a little bit. Then that means that our four are divided by our, excuse me, I can't spit it out. Our page protector that is divided by 4 will be on our left this time. So, because I just use the same one. I just do the front and the back. I'm sure most people do. Otherwise, you would have a very full album with a lot of backs. Okay. So now, this pattern paper is all from the Sprinkled with Love paper pad. How many of you have totally enjoyed all of the subscriptions this month, all of the releases, and gained about 50 pounds. Oh my goodness, everything is so delicious. There are so many fun things. All right, so I'll tell you a little story. I used these pictures. I don't know how well you can see them, but I was trying to think of something that would work with the theme, but I wanted it to still be something personal to me. So I'll tell you a little something about me. If you come to my house and you like sweets at all, I'm likely to offer you some type of a treat. That is part of my love language. I love to make cookies for people. I love to make little treat bags. I love to just, if I give a lesson at church, I'll make some sort of a handout that has a little treat. That's just who I am. So I have these little jars that I have up all year long, and every time a holiday comes around, I have to fill it with something kind of seasonal. So you know how much I've been telling you I love cinnamon bears and can never find them? Well, hallelujah, I found cinnamon hearts. So I'm enjoying cinnamon hearts so much that I found two different brands. They were different colors, so I filled 2 jars. And I just, like I said, I was like, okay, I found them. I'm gonna go for it. And then these right here are they're those cherry cordial kisses, and I bought them at Christmas, and I bought like when they went on sale because that is like my favorite, and you can't get them the rest of the year. Hello, Tina. So what I thought would be fun to do for this layout is I thought it would be fun to show you my jars that I have for Valentine's Day. And then I have this cute little, I stamped this image. This is from, I think it's sold out, and I'm sorry, I've been holding on to it all month just for today, and I think it's gone. So if you can find it, it is, let me find my little packaging for it. I had it 2 seconds ago. It's from Wood, there it is, from Woodware.
Those jars would be empty like a day.
You know what the best part is? Tina said that? Gina. Candy said that. Candy. I'm the only one in my family that likes cinnamon bears. Benji will eat one now and then, but for the most part, I'm the only one that likes them. So this little set I think is so cute. It has all these cute little things that work with it. But I thought this is perfect for our journal because it is just exactly the right size. So, and it's got that cute little heart. It just was meant to be. So I got that ready to go. And then we're going to use, I have to confess, I ran out of time. My son came by and helped me deliver. We had something to deliver somewhere. And so to thank him, I took him to lunch, and it just took a little longer than I thought. I had everything ready, running, but I guess I just needed a little extra time to cut out my header. So my header, I'll tell you what it says, love is sweet, take a treat. And most of the time when you see it, it's something that people will use at like a baby shower or a wedding, and they'll just have a little jar. But I'm like, that just works too much at my house because, like I said, it's my love language, and I will offer, everybody who comes to my house will be offered some candy or whatever. So we will have that on this page. So I will need to plan for that because when I put this up, it will be on it. So I'm thinking we could do the small jar there and the big jar here. Or we could double up and do them both on the same page, but I really don't have any major plans for there. But I have all of this fun ephemera. This is from Prima, and I couldn't find this on the site, so I don't know if it's sold out or if it just was under a name that I couldn't find. But this is everything that came in this package. If anyone else can see it, I just don't see a name. I saw love notes, but I didn't see like anything beyond that. So if anyone else knows, you're welcome to find that and post that. But we're going to use some of the items from that. I'm not sure which ones yet, but the fun thing I want to show you first is what we're going to do inside these jars. So I was playing around in my room. I told you it's my craft lab, and found something really fun today. So I am going to show you. Actually,
Loves Prima products.
I do too, Donna. Prima has so many pretty things. So I bought the flowers from the Magnolia Rouge, I think it's called. And I don't even know what I'm using them for yet. I have an idea of what I want to use them for. But I got the first package and they were so pretty. I was like, I just have to have another one because I know me and I know I'll hoard them and feel like I can't use them. So if I have 2 packages worth, then I'll feel more free to do what I want. So silly as that is, that's what I did. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to show you 2 different things that we're going to do for our candy. I'm going to take some Not Your Mama's paper, which is not this. All right, let me find my Not Your Mama's. You know when you pick up a piece of Not Your Mama's, okay? It is super thick. I just need to reach across my table and grab a piece. Hang on one sec, guys. Of course I can't reach because I'm live. Well, let me grab a piece of Not Your Mama's and I'll show you what I'm talking about because seeing is always great. Okay. See, I even always check to make sure I don't have more than one, but it's so thick, it makes you feel like you might have more than one piece. So this is Not Your Mama's. I don't know if you can see the edge. This is Perfect Blend. Now, I love both papers. I use them both all the time. But I love Not Your Mama's when I'm doing something with mixed media because it is so sturdy. You can put a lot of product on it without it warping. And we're going to use ours with, I'm just looking for my cutter now. We're going to use ours with some chroma glaze. Let me just grab my backup cutter. Oh, there it is. It's because it was in a tidy spot. Right now, everything's a little crazy. Okay, I'm just going to do this. And I think you are going to love this technique. This is like a game changer for me. So maybe you guys have already tried it. I had never tried it. So I'm anxious to hear what you guys think. So I'm going to take my Love Notes stencil. No, Love Hearts. Love Hearts stencil. And I'm going to put just a little bit of spray on this. Just because when I use chroma glaze, I like a little tighter seal. Okay. Let's get that on there. We're just using the hearts, so I didn't worry about all of those. And now, give me 1 second to peel off a piece of paper because this will make a mess. And that's the backer on my pad of paper. So, there we go. All right, so now I'm using red chroma glaze, sorry. And we are going to just spread that across our stencil. So I'm going to put my little thing that keeps it airtight. I'm going to use my spatula. And the way I did it was I kind of put a little bit down at the bottom, just kind of across, and a little bit on the next row, and a little bit up at the top. Need a little bit more on this side, I think. And I may need to do more than this, but for now, let's try this. So I'm just going to take my little spatula and spread that right across. You kind of want to push down as you're going so that you're leaving the product behind and not picking it up again on your spatula. So it looks like I need a little bit more over here, maybe right in there. All right, hang on. Let's put it directly on there and just swipe it off. Okay. I'm just going to scrape all of that back into my jar. Okay. Now, typically I wouldn't do this because I'd be like, oh, okay, well, it has to dry, blah, blah, blah. It takes about an hour. But what we're going to do tonight, we can do right now, which is really fun. So let me just wipe off my spatula really quick. Okay. So now, let's peel off our stencil. All right. And don't worry if it bleeds a little bit. For what we're doing tonight, it's not going to matter. But yeah, that can happen if you don't have a really good seal on it. Okay. So now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take one of my favorite embossing powders. This is Fairy Dust. And I'm just going to dump that right in the middle for a second so I can lay it in the tray. And you don't need embossing ink for this technique just because it sticks to your chroma glaze. And I haven't tried other colors yet, but it'd be fun to see what kind of combinations you could get using different embossing powders. But I really wanted these hearts to look like cinnamon hearts. So I wanted that sugar to get on there. I think we got enough sugar on there now. Sugar, glitter, whatever. You know where my brain is. Okay, so now I went ahead and I just went through and heated it up. So I either need to move my table or something because my heat tool does not go any further. So hopefully you can see it start to change. And it'll bubble a little bit, and that's okay. It doesn't affect the way it looks as long as you're not like staying there for a million years. But I will show you. I'll do a couple, but then I've got a bunch of them already made, so we'll just move on. Isn't that fun? Look how pretty those are. Okay, I'll show you all the way up to the camera in just a second. Okay, so I'll just show you these. So now these are we'll give it a second to cool off, but they're dry. And you've got these beautiful little sparkly hearts. So you get the best of both worlds. You get the kind of fun texture from the chroma glaze, and that a little, it's like it's opaque, but it also has a little bit more. I don't know. There's something about it that makes me think of jellies. It just works really good for gummy bears and stuff like that. But then you also have the convenience of the embossing powder, and you get the sparkle like the glitter glaze. So you get kind of a fun effect from all of that. So let me just get this out of our way. And now we have a clean slate. Okay, so I've got a bunch of these hearts. And what I did next, I'll just do on one heart, just because we don't need to take that much time. If you can get the smoother you can get it, the better, because it does, if you don't get a really smooth line, it does kind of show, but that isn't really that big of a deal. If it doesn't bother you, it wouldn't bother me too much. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take, I'm looking for the ones that I just barely did. Oh, I'm not going to show you because I'm not going to take the time to fussy cut, but I wanted to get the edges so they weren't white. So I just went through and I took Love Struck ink from Simon Hurley, and I just used my blending brush and went around the edges. But I don't want to worry about that right now because you guys know how to do that. Okay? All right. So let's scooch those off for a minute, and I will show you the other candies we're going to do. And surprise, surprise, we're going to do kisses. So I just did a couple on this paper, and what I did, I can show you one. I can make one right now. Just gotta get my stencil. Did I wipe it off yet? Yes, okay. So we are just going to see if it's dry. I hope it's dry. I didn't think about that. Oh, good, it is dry. Okay, so we're going to just do one kiss on this one. And what I used for this was I used Deco Foil Transfer Gel. Oh, Darren, did I tell you that one?
Which one?
Deco Foil Transfer Gel?
Yes, you did.
Oh, good. All right, so I'm just going to take, and that's even way too much, and smooth that out. And again, you do want it as smooth as you can. I found out, and I'll show you what happens when you don't, because it doesn't necessarily foil everything if you don't have kind of a smooth surface. All right. I don't know why, but I'm struggling with that one. Let me just see if I can. There we go. I was being too chintzy with my gel. Okay. So now I can cut that. All right, I'm going to have to cut it apart because I do want to show you what we are going to do next, which is, of course, foil. Let me just wipe that off really quick. Ben? Ben's still in his room?
No, Betty.
It's okay, Darren. I think I'll be okay to wait until after. Okay, so I've got two that are dry. That one I'll save for a rainy day because that one's not dry. And I just went through my scraps, and I don't cut them this short, this small. I knew I was cutting these apart, but sometimes you just have the end of a piece of foil, and this is one awesome way to use it. And so I wanted to make my little cherry cordial kisses. So I used foil, and you could do that on any of the little candies that are on our stencil. You've got your kisses, you've got Where's the stencil? I already moved it again. You've got the kisses. You've got the little foil candies that remind me of the little toffees. Oh, there it is. You've got little bonbons. You've got these that kind of look like those little, like, well, they could be anything. Anyway, any of these would look really great foiled. All right, so we've got our laminator ready to go. And I'm just going to slide this through. You guys are kind of quiet. I'm probably just talking too much. Feel free to jump in. You can interrupt me at any time. In fact, I invite you to please interrupt me. The fun part is just about to begin. The fun part of putting everything on our pages. All right, just about done with our foil. The foil's through, but they're so close to the top, we had to wait for all of this. Okay, so let me take those off and move our laminator out of the way. Okay, are you ready? Here comes the moment of truth. Yay! And this is red static, if I didn't tell you that already. It's red static foil. And when you do foil, you want to peel it kind of slow. And I had gel kind of all over, but that's okay because I can see where the thickest part of it was on, and I can still cut it out. I didn't leave a border. So I'm not going to do that right now because I have a whole bunch already in here. And so then the other ones, all I did with these is the same thing I did with the jars. I just used my embossing powder with it, only I used the clear embossing.
Foil you're using?
This foil is the red static. And this, I just used sterling embossing powder and made the silver kisses. So now let me show you what I was talking about. So on some of my little kisses, I didn't get the gel on there evenly. So you can see there's some spots, but you know what? We're just going to cover those with some of our silver and call it good. May as well use them. Fill up our jar a little bit easier, huh? That's that many more we don't have to fussy cut. Okay, so now we've got all of our elements. We can start playing. Okay. The only thing that we don't have is my sentiment, which I'm really bummed out. Okay. I think we want to do something different than we did last time, because last time I kind of... I'll show you what we did last time. Here's last time's layout. So we'll cover these 2 pages. Okay, so yeah, it looks like we just centered it last time, so we're okay.
Donna Hart said they're going to have temperatures of -20 next week.
Ooh, Donna, stay warm, my friend.
Donna F is jealous.
I bet she is. Donna F loves that cold weather. Okay, so let's put this down first. I'm just going to use my Burley Art Glue. Just mostly trying to get around the edges to make sure it's going to lay down. I think we had it kind of going like that. Well, we will now, so we'll work with whatever I do next, because this is how this one's going to go. All right, am I in the right spot because the tablet died?
You're fine.
Okay, thank you. Is it pretty well, the white paper seems centered? Darren?
What?
The white paper seems centered?
A little low, but you're close. You're pretty good. Fine.
Okay, I just don't want it to move around on me anymore, so I'm just going to tape it down. Okay, so now, and I don't want to move this around because I like having this border match this border, if that makes sense. I just think it's easier on the eyes. Does everybody have their Valentine plans worked out yet?
Donna F said you love those colors together.
I like them too, Donna. They're just all those delicious, yummy colors. All right, so I am going to put these together too, just so I can kind of plan them so they balance as we go along. Does that make sense?
Said they're on date night if you wanted to say hi.
Hi, Penny. I'm glad you said hi to me. Thank you. Who was it?
Jenny.
Jenny. Jenny's on date night. I know Fridays are a good date night, huh? This is mine and Darren's date. We're exciting, huh, Darren? Don't be jealous. We are rip-roaring party animals, huh, Darren? I have to laugh because I didn't even notice. When I told you I went out to with my son, and I think I drank like 3 Dr. Peppers, 3 Diet Dr. Peppers, without even thinking about it. I was thirsty and I just went crazy, and so now I'm like, if I'm shaking or something, don't be alarmed. Just having a little caffeine fit. Okay, so. Do we want these on these? Or do we want them on? We could even do that if we wanted. I think I like them on the pink. We'll do that. And then we'll do this guy here. And then...
I said no special plans for Valentine's. She had a doctor's appointment. She said we are party animals.
Well, that is exciting. A doctor's appointment. What was that?
Like her and Woody.
Yeah, well, you know, some years just seem more exciting than other years for Valentine's, I think. All right, let's... Still playing. This set has so many cute little things that I just want to be careful I don't overshadow everything else. Let's do this because this is going to help us know. I just dropped them all over the table. This is going to help us know kind of where we're at. This should be the star of the show. We'll say that. And then, God, we have plenty of those for another day. We could put one. Kind of over there. One thing we could do if we wanted, let me grab them. Hang on one sec. I thought I brought them in here. Yeah, they're still. I'm still here. Okay, so one thing that's kind of fun, when I have extra pieces like that, sometimes I'll just make a little embellishment for another day, or sometimes I can just use it right on my project, but I'm thinking we could just make a little clip and let's put that on there. So I'm going to put a little foam square about right there, and then let's kind of squeeze it through our paper clip. That's a little higher than we want it. We probably want to move it down to about like right there. And honestly, I think
Davey is watching with him. With her.
Oh, hi Davey.
Voice has been calling out to me watching.
Aw, Davey is a crafty dog.
He's been doing that for about 3 weeks now.
That's so cute. Okay, so now you could leave it like this, especially if you're going to put it on a page where it's not going to go anywhere, and you could just take this off and use that. Or if you wanted to, you could just put either another heart behind it or a little circle or something to kind of hide some of the ugly. But I think we'll just use it since we're using it on our page anyway. Now I'm wishing I hadn't have gotten so aggressive with my gluing around the edges, but that's okay. We'll put it on our tag. But I'm not gonna take that off yet because I don't know for sure where I want my tag. Okay, so again, if you have, I have a whole jar of just little pieces that I throw in there when I have an extra. So like I said, that's kind of a fun way to use those up. Just sit down one day in front of the TV if you want to and just make a bunch of clips. Paper clips cost nothing. Now I'm wishing I had that piece of ribbon I still haven't found from last time. It would have been great to use the bow on that. Okay, so now let's get our, that's kind of the basics of what we're doing. And then I think I might move that. I'm not sure we even need it yet. For now, I'll put it on this side. But I have a saying that's going to go over the top of that, but I just don't have it printed out yet. So like I said, you'll have to stay tuned for that one because that one's going to, you'll see it when I post it. And then I think we'll do a little of that. We kind of want to extend to the whole layout, I think. And I can go too crazy. I don't think we need every little thing on here, but there's so many cute things. It's hard to stop. I think we're going to put this little guy over here maybe. And don't need that or that or that. I love this. This little piece is just this fun little crazy piece that just, I love how that just adds a little bit of variety, a little spice of life there. And then I don't think we need this little guy. I thought about it, but I think we can get too crazy. I've already got more on there than I usually do. We might do 2 of those. I'm not sure yet. We're going to have to kind of play with that.
Mary said she's got to run, but love where this is going.
Thanks, Mary. I will catch you next time. Have a great day. Night, I should say, and have a great weekend. Okay, so I think we've kind of got that one laid out about what we're going to do with it.
Dawn Orange
Look how cute that is, too.
hearts.
She what?
Loves those hearts.
Aren't they fun? I love them too. They just make me happy. I think we have enough of the ephemera now. So let's look at our little, oh, I have a couple in here we might use, but we don't have to use it all. Let's just see how our kisses are going to lay out. I think that's probably enough. What do you guys think? Do you think we need more kisses? Maybe one more red one. I don't know. Maybe we'll want more of the silver. Let's try it. Yeah, I like that better. What do you guys think? And then we've got this cute little paper clip that is perfect because we don't have a lot of space left on our little photos. So that's just a nice way to kind of finish those off. And we've got these little hearts. We could put one right there maybe. I'm trying to see if I have a blue one because I think a blue one would work better. And it doesn't look like it has, oh, here's a blue one. Let's do a little blue one. And that's just getting lost. Maybe we just don't even need one. Let's look and see. That one will get lost as well. We may just forego the heart. Yeah, I don't think it needs it. It's got all that background and all of that going on. Let's just not force it. We could put one down here if we wanted. Right over that. Kind of looks like it goes there. And I might actually do that. Okay. I think we have just about got it worked out. I don't think we have another green one. We have gold, but I don't think we need to add gold in there. I think we got enough going on. Okay, so let me move these guys off of the table. And then we also have these little labels if we want them. This might make this stand out a little bit more. But these are fun, these little labels. I mean, they look kind of like basic and whatever, but these are great to just kind of stick in to add interest if you need more. This is really busy for me. I'm not usually this busy. I'm actually kind of thinking it's a little too busy maybe. What do you guys think? I think once the saying is on here, I'll like it better. I think right now it looks like a lot of stuff, but I think that the saying will kind of anchor it down and bring the attention more to the other side. Okay. Let's start with the easy ones. I'm going to just glue as quickly as I can so I can be as close to an hour as possible. I may go over a little bit, but I'll try not to. Darren?
What's that?
Do you want to try something for me?
What?
So, I have Benji, come here.
Benji, come here, please. Come on.
Ben, will you grab right there? There are some Cricut mats. Do you see them? Third down. Third slot down. You're not third slot down, honey. Go up. The third one down. Go to the top. 1, 2, 3. Yes. There you go.
Donna S.
Okay,
said, "Not
take that."
fancy, looks great.
And take a, thank you, Donna. Take a black piece of cardstock. Sorry, guys. I'm going to try to get, here's one. Ben, here. Thank you. Actually, no. Do take the one that you had because that's a 12 by 12 and then you won't have to worry about setting up anything else. Okay. Take it. Have Dad help you. There's a blue one of these. Use the blue one if it's brand new. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to have him cut that while I'm doing the other stuff and then we can see the entire layout. Okay. See if Dad can see a little bit. But, it's already on my screen. So just have Dad help you do just the big one. Darren, can you help him know how to just get the big one? The one that's all together? Just the black one. Okay, so now let's go ahead and attach this guy. You know, this one's probably going to be easier if we just put a little bit of tape on it. It's already in the bottom, hun. If he just clicks on it, it's already up in the screen.
Yeah, I know how to do it, Shannon.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you knew it was up, though. Okay.
I did the Cricut before.
I know you know how to use the Cricut. I'm saying I didn't know if you knew that it was up on my computer. Okay. All right, so now we're going to get this little guy on there because this one's quick too. And you probably don't need near as much glue as I just used. You guys still with me? I know I'm going a little bit long, but this part should all come together pretty quick now. Okay, so let's get, we're going to put the tape on that guy. Layouts are a little trickier to get done in an hour, but I will try to have things, more things cut out and stuff ahead of time. I did as many things as I knew I could do, so, but I'll keep trying. We'll keep working on it. Okay, so now let's do this one because this one's simple too. Okay, it looks like we already did those, so we just need to add this little guy. It's okay if there's more on there, Darren, because there's more black than just that one. Okay, and we'll add this. And when I put this up, I'll actually have the journaling on there too. I'm just going to put the little thing I was kind of talking to you about, or else maybe I'll put some of my favorite treats on here. You do what you want to do on your page, but I think it's fun to kind of look back and see, oh, I was really into those right then, or, you know, we changed so much over the years that it's just kind of fun to see what changes and what stays the same.
Tina says it's looking awesome.
Oh, thank you, Tina. Ah. Okay.
Blue mat sucks, not sticking to it.
Oh, sorry. I have another one I can give you, Darren. Or here, let me give you this. Ben, come and get this and Dad'll tape it on there. Just tape it around the edges. Just do a tiny bit of tape. Did it not work? It just came up.
The paper kept moving.
I know. I have some green ones, but they're brand new and they stick so much that you won't be able to get it off. So let me just... Do you guys have that problem when you get a new Cricut mat? They're so sticky. It's like somewhere in the middle. And this one got used to death, so it's...
Oh, working well.
Yeah, it's not sticking so much. Okay, see if that works. Here, Ben, have Dad put one more along the bottom. All right, so we've got our second little one done. And now we've got this one we can hurry and put together. So I think we'll do the jar first. And since we're not going to see all of it anyway, I'm not going to worry too much about the tape. If I do some kind of shorter pieces anyway, we can kind of put the kisses over the top if we want to. What would have been smarter to do is to put it on the kisses. So there, I took that bullet for you. You know I'm good about doing that. Oh, well, of course. Sorry.
Donna said it's not too busy. It looks awesome.
Oh, thank you, Donna.
It came off again, Shannon.
All right.
Just give it up.
No, Ben, grab the green mat.
This sort of solves.
Oh, that's fine. Just put it out. Just grab another piece of paper so you don't have to worry about that one. Don't throw it away because there's lots of paper left on that. But put that down. Grab the green. No, the green mat, honey. And now,
Peel off there.
okay, so peel that off and then kind of just stick it to your shirt a couple of times. And that'll make it less sticky.
This thing?
Yeah, don't put that on the floor though.
Sorry, I'll do it.
Okay, and then, yeah, like that. And grab a piece of black paper again and just do the same thing. And it should be okay now. Thanks, honey. Okay.
Is this good?
You need this size. Remember where I grabbed it from?
I'll just use this one.
Because I'm making your life easier, trust me. Just trust me. You want the bigger size. So you don't have to worry about telling the Cricut what size you're doing, okay? Because it'll automatically do the bigger size.
This is as big as this gets.
No, you just can't see it. Pull out the whole thing. It's in there. Got it?
All of them are the exact same size, Mom.
Just a second, I'll help you.
So that.
Yeah, that's the right size. Thank you, honey. And now you won't have problems with it. I'll get the sentiment off myself though, okay? Because that's going to be a little bit tricky with that being so sticky. All right, we've almost got all of our kisses on. One more. Okay, and I'm going to just add a little piece. I'll just add a glue dot. Right there. Oops, stick it in my finger. It won't come off. There we go. Oh, I kind of scratched up my... All right, we might need one more kiss just to cover up what I just messed up. I don't like that. I think we're gonna have to do a couple more to make it worthwhile. I kept trying to get that off. I thought it was the backing of my tape there for a second. That's funny. All right, we're taking that one off because I've kind of scratched it. Thanks, honey. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. All right, guys. We have our sentiment thanks to Daniel and Darren.
Who?
Did I say Daniel?
Yeah.
I meant Benji. Okay, love. I think the rest of it is together. It's supposed to be. It did for the most part, but there's a couple pieces that were that I thought were welded that weren't. So, but for the most part, it's pretty good. And I've got a little piece that's holding on for dear life. So when I finish the sentiment, you'll at least be able to see where it's going to be. But I also have colored paper to go over the certain words in the sentiment. So love is sweet. Oh, love goes there. Okay, love is sweet. Take a treat. So something along those lines. We'll see. Something like that. We'll figure that out in a minute. Let's finish where we're at. And we'll just slide that little guy in there.
John said, don't feel like you need to rush. Sometimes greatness takes a little longer than an hour.
You are so sweet, Donna. Thank you. I think I do have to calm down or else it's going to just be crazy. So we'll take our time. We're almost there anyway. I was going to put this behind because I thought it was kind of fun, but I actually like it in front better. So let's give it a little bit more dimension and put it in the front. Hey, Ben. Did he run away now? He's probably afraid I'm going to bug him again, which I am. Just use this side this time, so you don't have to take all that off. I'll do that after. And ask Dad to help you figure out which words are pink. There's the mats. You know where it cuts? Just select where it shows the pink, and it'll only cut the 2 pink words. Try it out. If it's too tricky, we won't, but Okay, so now we'll put this little guy here. So now we can put that page together. Then we have a little bit more space to work on my scary table right now. Okay, so let's do, this goes, whoops, looks like they're going to enter from, they're all going to enter from the other side. So we'll put this one through on this one. Maybe, there we go.
Rita says she needs to go. It's been a long day. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, Sarita. Have a great weekend.
Donna, Anna agrees with Donna R. She's enjoying this so much. And Tina said the truth about greatness. So.
Oh, you're so sweet, you guys. Thank you so much. And I understand if anybody needs to head out. I try not to take so long, but you know, sometimes it just works that way. All right. So if you don't want them to be really tight, you might want to cut them back a little bit smaller. Thank you, sweetie. And then just go ahead and grab a red. Actually, you know what, Ben? Let me see if I've got something here. It's kind of a weird red. Look behind you. Do you see one that works? Try to find one that's this red, Ben. It's more like that. As best you can.
So,
I can't see. That one's too orange. Hey, Darren.
I like this.
Just a sec. I might have to have you cut this again. It didn't cut through. Cut it with, there's a setting that says extra pressure. You did do that? Okay, then do it for intricate cuts. That one might work. Hand it to me. Close enough. Yep, that'll work.
So I just stick it on here for now?
Huh?
Should I just stick it on here for now?
No, let Dad help you because it can't overlap that black that's still on there. You can't have anything on the note already.
I don't know, there's a tool to take it off.
I know, for now, just do that. All right. Let's see if I've got another piece of this blue. I was just going to find a little piece of that for him because we could have the whole thing done. But maybe I'll just still finish it after because it's just... Oh, I do have one. Okay. Thanks for rolling with me. Is that in the same blue? Yeah. Okay. So now we can put in our little photos. I think we had them like this. Yeah. I do think this might be a problem. We're going to have to put that down a little lower. We'll put it on an angle so we can get it in there better. All right, so we've got those two in there. Okay, so now we've got those. We'll move this one down a little bit, or put it on an angle anyway, depending on where our adhesive lands when we try to peel it off. Okay, so we've got one side completed. We can stick it right in our book. Like that. Okay, so let's work on this guy now. Okay, so we're gonna move that for a minute. And that's all on there, so we can just move these guys for a second. All right. So I sort of want this to fall right on as if this is the surface that it's sitting on. So I'm going to put that about right here and build from there. And then this kind of gives us our width that we need for our sentiment. And I think I want the tag to be crooked, but not the sentiment, if that makes sense. Maybe we'll try that. Okay, so now maybe something like this. Let's try this little guy next. Thanks, honey. You have one more to do. Okay, you take that off. Hang on. Take that, and then I'll get them off when you bring it back. For right now, just do that.
What do we eat for
You need have Dad take those off for you. We'll talk about dinner after, honey. Why don't you say hi to everybody?
Hello.
Benji says hi. He didn't say it very loud.
Hello.
There you go. Now they can actually hear you. Okay. So now,
Hi, Donna.
Benji says hi, Donna. All right. I am really enjoying scrapbooking again. It's been so long, like I told you, that I just am having fun rekindling my little friendship with it. Okay. So now let's just figure out a little bit more of.
Tina says thanks for helping Mom.
Aw, that was nice, Tina. He's a good guy. So Benji's nickname from me is Sunshine Boy because he's just, most of the time he's a pretty cheery kid and he's just fun. We just have fun. All right. Let's see. I don't know if we need that yet, but I kind of like that because if you wanted to, you could write a little date there.
Scrapping is how she got started with paper crafting.
Donna, which one?
Huh?
Which Donna?
Donna Farello.
Donna F. Yeah, same with me, Donna. I scrapbooked about, the last time I scrapbooked a lot was like 10 years ago. It's been at least that long. But I did that a lot longer, and I did it before that for a lot longer. I even kept a scrapbook a little bit before it was kind of like the thing when I was a teenager. But I never knew I'd be doing this. What a fun twist of events. Okay, thank you so much, honey. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so I'm liking that. Let's go with that. Let's start getting our hearts down because that's the hardest part. Okay. So where's our one that, we had one that, maybe no, there it is. We're going to hide the one that has the little flaw in it. Just kind of slide that one in there. Now we can just stick all of these in our jar. This one's kind of floating in midair. Let's move it over just a little bit. Okay. We are getting there. We are almost there.
Donna said she loves this page.
Oh, thank you so much, Donna. It's really been fun to make it. So many fun things to play with. I think I've told you guys before that Valentine's, after Christmas, I think Valentine's is my favorite. And I just, it's not that, I don't think of it as just, oh, dang it, I did that wrong. As just a holiday for sweethearts. I just think it's just nice to celebrate all kinds of love, you know? The love you have for your kids, the love you have for your family in general. There we go. And that is why I use glue a lot. Thank goodness it's repositionable for a second anyway. And then forget about it with this stuff. I think it went on that side, but that's okay. I think it's far enough away that it still will work. And I actually like to offset mine a little bit so that just a little bit of the back shows. I just like the dimension it gives it. Louis says hi. Louis been on one all day. So yesterday I was trying to have a Zoom meeting with Christopher and Heather, and all of a sudden my dogs go crazy. And it's because the neighbor's dogs got through the fence, and these big, huge dogs that could just take one bite and eat Louis right up, are at my back door trying to get in to see their friends. And yeah, that was really something. My dog may be the smallest, but I think my dog definitely has the volume
I don't know whether it's brave or stupid.
What was that? Oh yeah, I do. He's a turkey. He's definitely like fearless, which is why we were glad he was in the house when it happened. Okay. Thanks for bearing with me so long, guys. But I am glad that you guys are going to get to see the finished, or at least everything but the journaling. I really appreciate it. All right, let's get this guy on there. Huh? You can hear him. I hope you don't hear him too much. Ben, let the dog back in. Poor Ben's getting his little legs run off tonight. Okay, so now we just have these little guys. Do we need them? Do we think it's too much? I think sometimes it's better to stop. We need a little something over here, but I don't think we need much. Maybe that's probably okay. I think that balances everything out. So yeah, let's go ahead and add those. You guys are turkeys. Okay, let's do our grand finale and stick it in our page protector and we will have it.
Donna said you should hear their 3 when they come home from somewhere like a zoo.
I'm glad we're not the only ones, Donna. All right. Oh my goodness. I'm going to take it out. It'll be easier to get in the page protector. Like I said, if you want to cut them down just a tiny bit, they'll be easier to slide in and out. But actually, once I took it out, it wasn't hard to get in at all. So, and mine is cut to 8. All right. So here is our page layout. And we used all kinds of things that you can find on the link that Darren has posted. And I hope that you enjoyed this. I'm going to go ahead and flip my camera zoom, or camera, what am I trying to say? My camera, Darren, angle, I guess. But I can't think of the actual word. My brain is just view, camera view. Wow. Okay. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me. And thank you for that extra half hour that I took. I will try to get it down. Thank you, Penny. I'll try to get it down, shaved a little closer to where it's not taking up so much time next time. But I really did have fun, and I hope you did too. And I hope you were inspired to create some things on your own. Donna, you are sweet. I'm glad that we got it done. Thank you so much, and I will catch you next Friday. Next Friday, we will have the new inspiration box, or inspiration kit, so I will likely use something from that. Thank you again. Have a great weekend, you guys. Bye-bye. Thanks, Tina.